I'm not quite sure what he has. Not quite sure if you can see that two ball directly. And I don't think the free ball is available, so I guess he has to play combination 15 on the 2. Well done. Again, not ideal, but this should go in. Can draw it. Oh, it should, but it wasn't. That's another unforced error. Played it with a lot of pace, didn't? Took his real lot of time when he was down on the shot. Decided to pull the trigger quite early when he was down. So this brings Robin Howe back to the table. Allesio had a 7-point lead and now has a 20-point lead. So everything to play for Robin. First ball's always a little bit tricky. So that is really an important shot there, because now he can build up some rhythm and get a foot in the second chance he has in this match. I think he fell a little short and that he played for the 4 ball, but I don't think that's the right choice to play for the 4 right now. So probably the 3 ball towards the short top cushion. No, still feels like he has to play the 4. Well, nicely controlled. Ooh, why did you do that? Choose to go all the way to the other side for the 6. Notched the 6. I think he got lucky to leave some kind of a combination now for the 15-6. Yeah, he has to take on his break ball. Now, did it work for him? I guess it does. I think that just is enough for him to see from the 6 ball to make it. Indeed. And with a little bit of an angle on the 15, he can work his way up table to find the right angle on the 3 ball. Yeah, I think he got a little bit lucky that he got out of this rack. I think the wisest choice would have been to leave the cue ball at the left side of the 2 balls and play the combination directly towards the top right corner. But it's what it is right now, and I think he's looking for a thin cut on the 3 to the sides, and with the cue ball 2 rails out and attack the rack from the bottom. Nicely done. And got the 11 to the same pocket. He can draw this into the rack, but there's quite some luck involved. This could really go wrong because you draw it into the 15 or the 4, and there's nothing at the moment available. And since you push it more into each other, the balls, you're not guaranteed to have some kind of a shot afterwards. So let's see how this will work for him. Well, it did work because that 4 ball got available for the cut. Probably run to the 10 or the 8 maybe. Oh, you tried too much on it. Gave a lot of left side English. And therefore he pushed the cue ball a little bit more to the right. It deflected towards the object ball, causing this miss. Right, 34 against 23. And Allesio back on the table. Perfect, still going strong. Rolling forward for the 2 balls, the 9 and the 10 ball probably. Little bit further than needed. Where's the cue ball going? Again, he is lucky not to scratch. So 5 seconds are over, so if it drops in right now it will be placed back. But and he's also quite lucky to have a ball available to the other side pocket. Choosing to play this jacked up. Now the 1 ball is a nice break ball, so he'll probably leave that. Take on the 15, screw it back to the side to take the 14 down the rail. And then I would assume it's going to be 7-5-9. So leave it a little bit higher. Yep, perfect. It's going to be the 9 first now. All good. A little bit over the 1 ball now. It will be flexible enough to have a nice stance, but well played. Very nice position there. Now let's see in between where he is right now in the object ball. So Allesio is now expanding his lead. And referee comes in. And I expect he'll be cleaning the ball. Nicely done. Comes really close to the side pocket, but good enough. Can definitely continue with the free ball. The 10-9 combination looks good too. Got a little kiss on the 2 ball. I'm not quite sure if that 4 ball works for him. I think it's too thin of a cut. Also the 10 is very thin, so he might start with the 15 to the corner. Definitely gotta stay down on the shot then. Ooh. And that's again. He hit the trigger quite soon when he was down on this shot, where it really needed a lot of accuracy. So another miss there by Allesio. It's going to be really important now for Robin Hogue if he wants to keep a foot in this rack, to start punishing these mistakes by Allesio. Just looking at the 4 ball down the rail towards this bottom right corner. Looks like the only thing really available. Yeah. And he's on the 7, so nice shot. And really an opportunity now to start working his way down the rack. I think it's not the time to start gambling or looking for a lot of kisses. Probably kiss some more balls. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's the right choice. He's now forced to take on this 10-11 combination. And the balls were already in nice position before he went into it, so I don't think it really works for him to hit them again. This is not easy. Yeah. Unfortunately for Robin Hogue, and Allesio is gonna be delighted to be back on the table already. And that also means that Allesio can, well, pick up his rhythm quite soon. And Robin Hoke will be in his chair more often and longer. So these are really early signs to point out the favorite in this match. Oh, that's a nice kiss. You can see that the 6 ball is just outside the triangle. So that could be the break ball. Take on the 11 is to work around the 10. Now quite a long shot on that 15 ball. It needs to get back to the center of the table, so some work to do here. Ooh, we overrun that by a mile. That was planned to be in the center of the table. He hit it too thin, and that was giving a lot of action on the cue ball. Is he going to play the bank on the 12? I'm not even sure. Yeah, he's playing the bank on the 12. Not only he has to make the bank, but he also needs a perfect position on the 6. So let's play it the other way around. Made it. Nice bank. But, well, I'm not quite sure if he can continue his break with this position on the 12. And I think, or I expect that we could finally get a first safety shot of this match. But not after the timeout by Robin Hoke. So he has a maximum of 5 minutes timeout. So if you need a toilet break or something, this would be the time to do it. So welcome back. Since we had a timeout by both players, but we're back, and Robin Hogue has fully taken advantage of a poor safety shot by Allesio. Now let's see, is he going to take on the 11 and draw it straight into the cluster of balls? He's going to do it from the 9. Try to open up the 2 orange balls that are clustered. Right. Has the 7 to continue with. Probably this side. Doesn't like both, I understand. He's quite hampered by the 10 ball. But still think it's the right shot to do. No side. Nice. So by the looks of it, the 10 ball is in a great spot for a break ball. So if he can avoid kisses with the 10, that would be ideal. Alright. Probably take away the 11 ball. And you tend to send this towards the side pocket he's hanging over. Just don't want to scratch there. Yeah, that's... Oof, a little bit short. I don't think he can see that 15 ball. I was paying for that. Got the 13 ball as an escape ball. Draw 2 rails out to the left side to land on the 15 again. It was too thin of a cut, so he's now on the 4 ball. Or maybe as a gap in between the 15 and the 10. Nah, he's taking the 4. So he is on the 15 ball, but he will definitely roll into the 5 if he takes on the 15. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. He's taking the other way around. He's doing a third attempt to land on the 15 ball with the right angle. So now I think he is liking his position a lot better. Draw it straight back from the 5. And where the cue ball is right now would be ideal on this 10. So maybe he can get it back right there. Yeah, perfect. Looking good. So that's like 14 balls made, I think. Yeah. That keeps him absolutely alive in this match. All caused by quite a poor safety shot by Allesio. And now a nice break ball available for Robin to open up this cluster. Use this cue for the potting line to see where exactly the cue ball will run into the balls. Decided to give some right draw. Nicely done. And I think he has the 6th ball to continue with. Yes, that's going in. So the free ball is now available too. It's going to create a kind of an angle on that free ball. Just like that. And now he'll try to roll some more balls into a potable position. I'd like to play this with quite some draw left to draw it out. Wow, he did put some left on it, but it hit the top side of one of the balls, shooting it more to the short rail, and now is in quite some trouble. This is a very tough shot. Giving it some draw also to keep the cue ball there. Well done! That's a great shot. Great shot, has some position to continue with, but also some issues on the table to solve. Can take away the 4 ball. I'm not quite sure what he has after. Right. Did open up a lot, that little notch. But I assume that he can only shoot that 13 ball that he kicked. He can shoot it in a corner or in the side pocket. But this needs to be cute cueing again. Definitely not a hanger. Another great pot there. Quite a straight shooter. Nicely done, and this 1 ball will probably give him good position on the 2 ball. And if the 2 ball is gone and the 7 ball is not going to intervene with the 5 and a 9, it could be all done by the rack. Yes. And the 5 and the 9 are below the pack, and the 8 ball, of course, at the rail is another option to be a break ball. But that's more of a personal preference. He's now looking at the 8 ball as a break ball. And it looks like he's going to choose for that. So the 7. First. Oh, he's drawing it for the 8 right now. Meaning the 9 is going to be his choice. Got a little bit more straight. So you need the cue ball to be close or maybe even on the rail, the short rail. With top spin towards that rail. It's a little bit tricky. It's a nice cleanup, and the current score is now 45. Other way around, 54 against 57. So interesting first match that could go all the way towards a very close end. As said, there are 13 events going on at the moment at the European Pool Championships Youth. For the ladies, the men, under 17 and under 19 teams, and of course all the disciplines. At the moment we are playing straight pool, but later on we will start the 8 ball, 10 ball and 9 ball events. So busy times for these young players. And here is Robin Hoog to have a look at this quite tough but makeable break ball. 9 in the corner, cue ball in the bottom of the pack. So you're not going to spread up a lot of balls, but maybe you have something. I'm not quite sure if one of these balls go to the side. He's of course has the 2 ball to the corner or the 6 ball to the corner. And I think that is the best option for the moment. Let's see from there. Two ball in the corner it is. Well done. With this free ball, the score is now all even at 57. So we're going to the second part of this match. Up until now it's all been divided nicely. But Robin is at the table. Robin Hoog. And by the looks of it, this is a nice puzzle. After this 8 ball, he has to work his way up table to find position on one of the available balls to open up the others. Although I'm not quite sure if he likes this shot. I think he's lucky to have that 5 ball. Probably has to play it 2 rails out for the 10. Now I'm not quite sure if that's the best option to go for the 10, or maybe you should take on the 6 right now. You have the right angle to go into the cluster. You're not gonna have a lot of other options if you don't take it on right now. So yeah, I like this. Ooh, I think it's the right choice, but he missed the pot. Unfortunately for Robin Hook, end of break. He is in a lead. It's not a big one, but it is the first time in this match that Robin Hook has a lead. So Allesio at the table. Quite clear what the problem is. It's the 1 and the 7. And he now has the perfect angle to go in that cluster of balls from the 11. Preferably on the 1 ball, I would say. If you hit the 1 first, like that, you'll develop the 7 and have always position on the 4 ball. So great shot by Allesio. Smart move. So at least the 7 ball is available as break ball. Oh, again! A sloppy mistake there. And I don't even think that his position is really on for his next ball. So a lot of things in his focus went wrong in that shot. Or at least losing the focus is what had occurred. He did have position on this 12 ball, so well, sloppy mistake. And more chances here for Robin Hook. Nice overview of the venue. With a lot of nice stars in the background. I personally really like it. Gives you a great atmosphere, great feeling. Surrounded with all the stars. You probably have heard of the loss of a great pool player Chang yesterday. Maybe he has joined one of the stars and looking at this event. All praise for him and his family. And well, maybe he's watching these youth talented players to become next world champions. And here we are, Robin Hoog looking at quite some distance on this 7 break ball, throwing it into that blue corner ball. Let's see, can he stay down on the shot, make the 7? Made it, hit the 2 ball full on the nose. Therefore didn't develop a lot of balls there, but has the option to continue. Looking at the 9 ball, and I'm not quite sure if there's something available. I think the 5 passes the cluster. Well, that's not too bad. Got some decent angle on this 5 ball to top spin into the 4 ball, the pink 4 ball. And at least open up some balls towards the right side of the table. Well, he hit it pretty firm, so the right side of the table went in and out. Or I have to say out and back in. Looking at shooting the 10 ball. Maybe hit the 15 with the edge. He did. Now, what is his luck? How can he continue? Of course he has the 2 ball. And I think he has the 11 to the corner. But I don't think that 15 or the 14 are available. So I would think the 11 to the corner is the best option. Nicely done. So now can continue to clean up this rack. The 3 ball is in a good position. And I would only suggest to Mario to don't wait too long with the 6 and the 2 ball. Yeah, by the looks of it, the 6 and the 2 ball will be his last shots now. Roll this a little bit forward, or stop it to shoot the 15 first. So I personally prefer to shoot the, of course, 15 and then the 14, but go back up table to the 2 ball after this. And then the 6 and the 12. And the 12 will be your key ball, but the 6 ball is quite easy to find position to shoot the 12 in the side. So therefore I would play for the 2 ball right away. There's not a lot of angle he has on the 6. I would prefer to have a little bit more angle. To let it 2 rails out. But I think he has to use 1 rail at the moment. Stun it out. Yeah. He was a little bit too straight on that 6. Right. Need some recovery shot here. 12 in the corner. Bounce it out 1 rail to the center. Little bounce. Yeah, it's good enough. Nicely done. Another rack on the board for Robin Hook. And now he really has created some kind of a lead. Look at that, 92. No, I was recalculating. That's 1 rack too much. Yeah, that looks better. 78. So 61 to 78. If he cleans up this rack, he'll get into 92. That's correct. But first, this break off. That free ball to the corner. Quite a thin cut. Made it. Cue ball a little bit lost, but really great news for Robin Hook. By the 15 that has rolled in a nice position for the side pocket. Not the most easiest shots. He's now also looking at the other one, trying to see if that works better. But yeah, I would take this side pocket, I think. You expect him to make it, but it's not a gimme. He might be really straight on the 15. Chooses for the 1 ball, I guess. That's gonna be a quite tougher shot. No, well done. Well, he's proving that his arm is really moving in a straight line. Great fundamentals. Nicely done. And how is his luck? That little nudge by the 6 ball really didn't help. And I think he can now not see the 15 ball anymore. And therefore this 12 ball is the only ball he can see to work with. And by the looks of it, Peter Hook is saying, this is it. I'll play a safety. Bank the 12 to the green balls and leave the cue ball at the corner. So end of break for Robin Hook and Allesio. Another chance back at the table. But with Robin Hook at the score of 84. Really gotta make a thing work now. called the bank. So he's taking on this bank. Might feel that this is the best shot he will get. But it kinda looks like a almost do or die shot. Because if he misses it, then all the balls plus one reg is enough. And he does miss it. Since it's call shot, this 8 ball will be respotted. The referee will place it as tight as possible behind the 6 ball, because the 6 ball is blocking it. Oh, it's not the 6 ball, it's the 40. So the good news is that is of course some kind of a cluster now. But it is some kind of a opportunity now for Robin Haug to clear up these balls and one more reg to win this match. Starts with the 7 to the corner. Nicely controlled. Now that 14 and 8 look really close to being available as a combination towards that corner pocket. Nicely done. So that 4 ball will go right now. He's having a look at the right angle on the 12. Little bit of a drag shot, I guess. Little bouncy. And I'm not quite sure if that 10 goes in. If not, then it's going to be a thin cut on the 12. What's only available now? Yeah, it bounced off a lot. That's why I said would have been some kind of a drag shot to take out the pace of that shot. Because of that angle. What's he looking for? Ah, he's playing safe. He's playing it pretty tight. And I kinda like that. So Allesio back at the table. Robin Haug only needs 12 more balls. Oh, that's going to be a scratch. So a foul for Allesio. And what you will see in straight pool is in quite some times the opponent chooses to make a deliberate foul too, because that forces the opponent to take on a shot, because otherwise after 3 falls in a row you get a minus 15. So if he doesn't feel good about this 6 ball, he could give it back. Looks like he's taking it on. Quite aggressive. Might be too aggressive. Well, at least he got the cue ball quite safe back. But now definitely the 12 ball is an option. Where Robin Haug was very conservative with his choices before, he now went pretty aggressive. And Allesio immediately starts to punishing. Can he really get back in shape in this rack? 6 ball. Pretty straight. Some little bit of an angle. Nice shot. How's his luck? Pretty good. Only issue is that the 14 and the 6 are and the 2 ball are both inside the triangle. So a little bit of work to do here. So that 2 ball will go towards the other side, to the spot right over there. And well, this is the new layout for Allesio to start with the new rack. Again, Allesio could go aggressive, taking on this spot to the bottom left. And with top spin the cue ball 2 rails out into the pack. By the looks of it, he's going for it. And this is very tough. Made the putt, but as you can see, gave it too much of a draw on it. Can he get this safe? Rolling it into the 4. It's a rail. He did. Very well done. So this is maybe going to be the first real safety battle. The scoreline 65 for Allesio and 88 for Robin Hogue. There are currently 14 balls on the table. He's taking on this 10. And just doesn't make it. What a chance here for Robin Hogue. He has this shot to the top left to continue with, and if he makes that cut shot, the cue ball will definitely run into that cluster, and this could be the chance he's looking for. Made it. And a little bit of an opening now, so the 14 ball can go into that 10 that's still laying there in the corner, which is fine. This should be the chance for Robin Hogue. Well, got a little bit lucky there. That 5 ball is now available in the side pocket. Not out of the woods yet. Pretty close to this 1 ball. I think it's still on, but by the looks of it, he has to take on the 4 ball now. Nice, good shot. I still think it's the best thing to go forward, to go for the combination. 13-14. I choose to draw it all out. Alright, nicely done. So now there's a straight shot on that 14 ball. But with this distance he probably won't be able to hold it. I would try to go all around to find a position on the 12 that's going to be available when the 14 is gone. So he did, he just kept there. It's a little bit low, but yeah, he's kind of forced to go into the 8 after this. There's not much left then. So this 12 with probably a little bit of inside English to hit the 8 ball. Yeah, and that English made him miss the shot, the putt. And how is his luck? I think Robin Hoog has had some luck there. Because everything is blocked. The 7 doesn't pass the 12 to the corner. The 9 is not really available, so it's going to be a free ball on the 13. What he's looking at right now, this combination, which is really tough. He asked the referee to have a close look to be sure there's no discussion afterwards. Yeah, Allesio is going to not like this, but I tell you that it's a more tougher shot than it looked like. And quite some fortune for Robin Hoog there was. He's now only need 6 balls. That means he needs to put all the balls on the table but 2. So he can leave 2 balls on the table. Going around the 3. Now position on the 3, so the 3 ball and probably draw it towards the center of the table. That's better. So 3 more balls for Robin Hoog. If he takes away the 7 right now, then it's looking good. Two more balls for Robin Hoog. But looks of it, it's gonna be the 11. He has to shoot it off the rail. It's not a gimme. Not over yet. Really gotta stay down on the shot. Oh, a little lifeline for Allesio. It's gonna be 65-98. And a chance here. With his back against the wall. That 11 also got into a nice position as a break ball. So could be still some kind of an opportunity for him. Nicely done. And now the 8 ball back to the center of the table. And he's in prime position. It's a little bit short. He really had to slam that ball in. At least like 30 centimeters more to the right would have been ideal. And as I see it, he might even have the wrong angle, which is okay too. Because an angle is an angle, and if you have an angle, you can work with the cue ball. But let's see. He was really straight. Looks like he played safe. As you can see, they've agreed that they can use the rack in this kind of situation. They have a full tight rack of all the balls. And with 2 balls left, Robin Haug has to find some kind of a good safety. Preferably you want to leave all the balls together, because you only need 2. And you don't want to give an open table to Allesio. He's attacking it from the back. So that's a -1. Because after contact no balls has hit any rail. The good news is that he didn't give Allesio a real good shot opener. He's taken on the bank. Nice. But what's next? This 11 to the corner or 9 down the rail? Or is safety the right choice? He's going to attack here. Taking the 11 to the corner. And he failed to do so. So with the current scoreboard and Robin Haug on 97, this should be over. 3 balls only needed. The 9 ball, the 1 ball and probably the 11 ball. He's drawing it, so take on the 5, I assume. Right, and this 1 ball as last ball and a win over Allesio Hiebler. Great match we had. Nicely done, congratulations Robin Haug Pettersson. You continue to the winners round 2, and Allesio, we will see you in the losers round. See you in a bit for the next match.
do the scoring, but if you have to check if I do it right. I try to, but if I mess up, you're responsible.
Welcome everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to the Predator European Pool Championships. This is the youth winners qualification. Race to 75. Valerian Sakuber versus Jaroslav Vlach. This is the under 17. Winner goes through to the last 32. So Vlach had a fall break, -2. Just a small mistake there by Valerian. Well, went full for the attack, opening up the back. Ooh, did he get unfortunate? I think it's just okay. Well, early days, still not feeling it at the moment. So good chance here for Valerian. Oh wow. A bit of a nervy start. Also on the TV table doesn't help probably. Oh, nice base. Yeah. Maybe took his eye off the pot there for a moment, worrying about the collision. So Valerian just made a miss earlier with the rest. He makes the ball this time. Gives himself medium shot on the 11. I think it does pass the 8 ball, but I'm not sure. If not, this is gonna be a thin cut to the upper left. Well, did he call the combination? So 4 balls in the open to Yaroslav, but no easy break ball, because I think the tree is also inside of the rack. So have to figure something out. Don't think he has an angle to go into one of the other balls, so it's gotta be the 8 as a break ball. Always tricky, but leave yourself close with a nice big angle. Well, the angle is definitely big, but tough pot. Well, as we can see from this angle, this is very thin cut, and also have to give a little bit of side to go into the back. Yeah, especially on the new cloth with the side, sometimes it deflects a little bit, making you hit the ball too thick. Well, did well to create an angle on that straight shot, but because of the inside spin, missed his target with a pretty effective safety. Would have liked to be on the rail though, but containing. This one is better. Nice cue ball. Feel Yaroslav is a little bit, wow, more secure about his level of play, or a little bit more confident, I feel, at the moment. So created a good chance here for himself with the safety. Slovenian took on the pot. Just isn't settled in yet. Oh, surprised to see him not taking on the 8. Making the ball though, what a shot. Well, can play the 5. That will also help. I'm not sure. I think the 9 blocks a few balls. The 1 ball, I think, just goes, but the 2 is pretty much in the way. So yeah, maybe he was focused a little bit too much on the collision with the 7. Oh, nice kiss. A little bit fortunate. Tried to play there with inside spin, but on a new cloth, that's still pretty tough. Doesn't grab that much. So, but still good chance. Not sure if this is. Oh, the shot! Played it into the 2. Well, judged that very well. So good to see players this young having that good of a insight. Created a very good chance for himself. Well, didn't want to be straight on this 10, so have to see some stroke here, some draw. Well, it looks like Valerian's arm is loosening up, which is great to see. So there you go. Both players are starting to get used to the table, also to the cameras, to the TV arena, which can be a pretty haunting place if you never played there, especially at a tournament this big, the European Championships. So expect him to go topspin here because he's pretty low on the rack. But let's see what he does. So he elected to put a little bit stunt draw, so didn't end up in the pack, left himself a shot on the 2-ball, but little tester also to get position. Don't get, ooh. So focused on the pot, that's the good part. But did he leave himself a shot? Wow, that was pretty unlucky. Didn't have a shot there, went for the Marseille. Didn't make it, and is the 7-14, is it on? So Yaroslav going into the back. I like the choice, but I think he has maybe half a pocket at most on the 8-ball. Otherwise it's gonna be a tough shot. Maybe he has the 5 in the lower right. Wow, has to go for the tough hampered shot in the side. This is all but easy. Wow. I think we're getting warmed up here, ladies and gentlemen. These players had a little bit of nerves, but we're starting to see more and more reasons why they are here at these European Championships. So decided not to go up and down, leave himself a little bit of a longer shot. This shouldn't be a problem. Medium range. So I do think the 14-7 is at least a combination in one of the pockets. Maybe it's even a combination towards the lower left from this point of view. Have to watch out though, if you hit the 14 full, it's gonna slide a little bit. You're gonna miss it. Oh! Well, lost his focus there for a moment. of these matches, probably where both players are feeling it. It's not always big runs. Those little scrappy matches can sometimes be so deciding in how a tournament result will end up. So I'm still not sure what he's gonna do with the 7-14. Still, it looks like it could go in the lower left, but we will never know. Jumped up there for a moment. I don't know, was maybe hoping not to get a bad roll. So 7 is in the pack, 5 is gonna be the break ball. So can he avoid hitting the 5? Looks, it's gonna be very close. Or maybe he could softly draw and miss it. Oh, I barely missed it. Great judgment. There you can see the other table, table 1. Both tables provided with live commentary. Great to see the youth, the next generation of pro players. This great game we all love. Ooh. So this looks like a good chance to get a run going. The Austria polo we've seen so many times at the European Championships, at the men's and the women's. Yeah, Nice to see Jaroslav tapping his knee there in appreciation of the shot. It wasn't easy. Nice sportsmanship at this age already. So, not done yet, but made a few good shots already. So he still doesn't have a break ball, so he has to try to figure out a way to create something with the 4 balls in the middle. But I don't know, can he draw into those balls now? Maybe he can make the 7 in the lower left. And decided to make something happen with the 12. Would have liked just a little bigger angle. Now he has to force it a little bit. Yeah, just missing it. So looks like end of run. So 7 is there waiting as a break ball. Goes forward. Just misjudged. Thought it went, but the fix was in the way. A really good chance here for Valerian. Nice job missing the side pocket, but made it a little bit hard. So I feel like he has to go up and down again. Wow, what judgment. Very nicely struck. So, for all the people just tuning in, watching the Predator European Championships, the under 17 straight ball division, race to 75, winners qualification. Winner goes through to the last 32. And while we're at it, for all the people who are not subscribed yet to the ProBilliardTV channel, please do. Try to provide you with the best quality of full production, and it's all for free, so it would help a lot if you guys would subscribe to the channel. So Valerian halfway in this race to 75 with a nice angle on the floor, with a nice backup ball. Oh, and took his eye off the pot. You can feel the tension between the two. They both want to qualify in that last 32. So being Valerian should settle him down a little bit to see your opponent miss a few on not that tough of a shot. Well, this is a little bit of a funny situation. You go into the one, try to avoid it. Focused a little bit too much on that, I'm afraid. So, Yaroslav, it's time to start delivering. You're still definitely in this. But I have to make a run here. $15, $20, $25 would be nice. Yeah, that's definitely not it. It's such a brutal place to be. The TV arena. You can all see how talented these two players are, but sometimes, well, momentum and the moment can't work together to make a, well, a heavy atmosphere. Going for the bank shot. Well, looked it. Did he leave anything? No, he definitely did. Good chance to hit a few for Yaroslav. Try to forget those misses. Take a few breathers. Get to work. Say I like the temperament of both. After they miss, just go to their chair, suck it up, wait for another chance. Good signs, if you ask me, for the young players. Wow, wiped his feet there. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes the balls need to help you a little bit. just needs to go a little bit further. Would like to see the one ball. Well, if not, it's not that big of a problem, but it would be nice to have the 8 ball as a key shot. Just make sure of an angle on the 14. Middle of the table will do. Wow, the angle is definitely big enough. Barely missed side pocket. Raised his hand there. An apology to Valerian. Could say they're almost too sportsmanlike. But they do look very well raised kids. Been trained to be real professionals. There we go. Didn't cut. Yeah. To be fair, that wasn't close. He will be bumped by that shot. So, big opening shot for Valerian. Not a bad layout, but first one isn't easy. This could go close till the end, I feel. This is pretty tough. You would like to shoot the 8, but yeah, there we can see. Oh, watch out if you play topspin. Would have liked him to maybe get the bridge and play that with draw. Now he created an extra problem with the 5. That was a great shot. So he has an angle on the 10, so he could open up some balls here. Oh, just wobbled in the jaws of the pocket. Well, and we could see some cue power from the young Valerian. It's not the result he hoped for, but selecting the bank shot, not easy. Wow, just stayed up. spot is not that hard, but I mean, where the position is, yeah. Misjudgment with the topspin on the new cloth. The topspin is gonna grab. Like great Danny DiLiberto would say, high karate. Oh no, where's the cue ball? So, not an easy opener again. No, he made the ball. He has position. 15 is there, so it is a chance. Half a chance, I feel. Yeah, I want to go around the 15. Played it a little bit too hard. Well, he's calling the 11 in the corner. I think it was legal, but no, the 11 was nowhere close. Yeah, that hurt. You could he put his hand on his chest like, ah, I broke my own heart with that shot. So is he going into those 4 balls? Top spin, think so. So I don't think the 4 passes the 3, so a little bit unlucky. Has to figure out something with the 4. And there you could see the Predator arc tables at pocket speed with the new cloth. Those corner pockets take a lot, but we play it harder. You can see they're really tight. You have to hit them very pure, solid. So he could try to play position if the 4 goes, otherwise it has to be gentle kiss. Half ball on the 4. Wow. took his eye off the pot. Oh, that was a nice kiss. But position to leave a nice angle to open up the pack. That's the hard part. So left himself pretty straight, unless he wants to create some real magic. He's gonna have to make the ball and play safety, maybe roll into the one of the first two balls of the rack. Yeah, for the people wondering who is calling the shots, my name is Pascal de Smit, your commentator for this match. So, while Jaroslav is taking a timeout, we would very much appreciate it if, for the people who didn't do it already, subscribe to the ProBilliardTV channel and play your part in this great live stream. Free pool, who doesn't like free pool? And that would help a lot for the production. Great team we have here creating this awesome venue, as we can see here, with the great Predator tables, the Predator arc, and the Predator lights. What a great arena. Looks like pure magic. And of course, we're watching the European Pool Championship, so it should be as beautiful as this. Last week we also watched the Euro Tour here. Some great stuff Predator is doing. So we already have 3 players through the last 32. It's Tadra, Vicious, Tari and Smits already secured their spot in the last 32 of this European Straight Pool Championship. You see Valerian just getting comfy in his chair. So there we go. Jaroslav maybe had a little pep talk to himself in the mirror. You know what, he's still very much in it. Halfway. anything can happen at this point. That looked very solid. Just roll into the 5. Nicely judged. So just gently roll, leaving a shot though. So half a chance. Left a chance for Valerian to open up the pack. It's a high pressure shot. You know, if you go into the balls, and you have to go in them pretty hard and open up the balls, but you have to make the ball. So focus on the 7. Always gonna hit the back. Anyways, that's pretty natural. So make sure you make the ball. Oh, great shot. Nicely executed. Yeah, I tried to play with inside spin, but played that hard, but the angle got bigger. Also on the new cloth, did grab a little bit though, not enough to go into the pack. So safety it is. Nicely judged by Valerian, who only needs 25. So, does he like the 8? There is a chance. Great shot. So another big one coming up. Making the 10. Going into the back. Opening up the whole bunch. Could be a very good chance if he makes this. Or could be a very big sellout if he doesn't make it. Big chance for Yaroslav, and he knows it. Kind of fluked that in. Oh, not sure if this is on. Well, he isn't either. Oh, he can definitely see it way better than we, but looks very close at most. It was on. Well judged. So I like going for the 5 and then the 4. Move that out of the way. Oh, gentle kiss, but again leaving himself with a tough shot. If you keep losing the cue ball, then in the end it's gonna bite you. He did well, making a few tough ones, but unless he's willing to take on the bank shot, which he is. Well, that's not easy. And where's the cue ball? Oh wow, it stays in the pocket. Very fortunate. So nothing easy here. Don't even think the 4 is on. So he has to go for the 1. Well, what a great effort. Still, there's the stripes to the middle, the 12. Oh, collecting the bank shot. Doesn't like the cut. Oh, this could go all the way. Both players going for their shots, playing attacking. Also not feeling it. Heavy arm. Of course, European Championships will make every arm a little bit heavier. Especially when it's your first European Championship. This is for both of these players, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, some nice showcase of cue power. So, where do you leave the cue ball? Valerian needing 20 and Yaroslav needing 35, so still everything is possible. I would kind of like playing the 2 also, leave an angle maybe on the 12. This is pretty tough to play position on. Little bump. Did that help? Maybe leave a thin cut on the 2. Maybe you can play it with inside. Both players struggling. This whole match, they're both struggling, so now it is Valerian who's taking a timeout. So I will also be back with you after this timeout, which will take 5 minutes to be precise. So there we go again. Oh, great shot, but just missed that little bit of extra draw. Maybe hit it a little bit too high on the cue ball, which made it stop into the back. Frozen against the 7. So again, collecting another bank shot. Still didn't make one until now. Great effort. But the work isn't over. Next up, a combination. Another good shot. I think he's just straight, or does he have the 6? can see it from here. Doesn't, so has to go forward. Well, yeah, even with the extension. Downside, being young. So if the tree goes, which I think it does, wow, I think it does. From the overhead, I'm not that sure anymore if it's a whole pocket, but otherwise I would like him to go into the tree or into the pack with the tree, having the 14 as a blocker, but well, he could see it better, so I think it was a little bit too tight. So he can make the tree, opening up some balls. We've seen a few of those being missed. So keep your eye on the tree. Make sure of the pot. But left himself another tester. Well, of course, don't want to put any curse on the boy, but he does starting to play better. Few really good shots in a row. So getting close to tie at 55. This could be a momentum changer. Imagine being Valerian, being in front the whole time. Both players are struggling, so all of a sudden Yaroslav coming back, starting to play well. I think he tried to open up the 3 balls there, just misjudged how Cuba would react from the long rail. And for the cut shot, just hit it a little bit too thick. Well, he did leave a shot, but it's not easy. Especially now that we're getting to the business end of this match. Like to go forwards into those balls. Not too hard. Focus on the pot. Well, made sure of the pot, but he hit it pretty hard, which caused the cue ball being where it is. So unless he wants to take on something difficult, which is he? Did he call a bank? Oh, I did. Wow, so hard to predict which of these players will end up winning. Both of them have very good moments. Also, some moments where they lose the cue ball a little bit. Well, hit that a little bit too thick, wobbled in, but I don't think he has a real chance in opening up the pack. Maybe just if he wants, he can go forward with inside spin. I think he has an angle towards the bottom side of the long rail. He would need a lot of inside spin and then just clip the 7 ball to maybe make something happen, but I would rather just make the ball and play the safety on the 7 or the 8. Yeah, wise decision. Put some pressure on Valerian. Played the shot earlier. Yeah, again, nicely judged. Yeah, I think the decision was good, but he would have liked to be frozen to the short rail, or at least very close. So, how is Yaroslav feeling his long game? Well, there's your answer. Pretty good. So the whole match, or almost the whole match, Valerian was in front, and Yaroslav with a very good chance now to take the lead in this very important phase of the match. Yeah, but then it's a little bit unlucky with the split. He has a cut to the side, but it's kind of a blind pocket or cut combination on the 15. Both are pretty tough. Wow. It's judged. So both players needing 19 balls. Yeah, there again we can see the slightly deeper slate of the Predator arc. You have to hit it pure. Especially from that angle. He has a combination on the 15. I feel that's pretty dead on. Well, try to go into the pack, but again, misjudged how slippery the cloth is. That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. On the new cloth, it's so different than your club table. When the cloth is just a few weeks older, or even days, it grabs a lot, and you can play a lot of one-reel shots. But with the new cloth, you can only play the natural lines and maybe tweak it a little bit here and there, but especially when you play it that hard, it's not gonna grab so much of the inside spin. Not sure what he tried there. Bit lucky this position, not leaving anything easy. Tension, that's what we're looking at. So which of those two young players can hold it together? Survival mode, not about shooting high runs, but just make the balls you should make. Maybe play safety here and there, don't take too big of a risk. Again, the tight pockets. Not that small, but they are fair. Especially when you're playing harder. There was another great example. So, very good chance now for Valerian to make something happen. And at this point, I would say at least make sure, just make the open shots. Every point will count. A little bit lucky there with the position on the 2. Made sure he made it. Lost the cue ball. Where's the cue ball? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it didn't fall, but nothing easy. At least he has a chance to create something. Not sure which shot he called. Is he lucky? Oh, he left it. So if he's gonna make the 7, the 3 is gonna be spotted on the other side of the table. So Yaroslav is already looking where to play position. Maybe leave some kind of angle to go around the angles in opening the pack. Oh, left himself a shot in the side. Is there any kind of angle, or like the previous 2 times, is he gonna roll in the ball and play the safety? I think that's the wiser of the 2. Oh, see a lot of you guys just tuning in at the business end of this match. High tension. Maybe not the highest runs, but the stakes are real and both of these young players are feeling it. And, well, battling for what they are worth. So already calling the bank shot. So question is he gonna just try to make the bank shot and play the safety, or is he going all in, making bank shot and going into the pack? Well, played a very nice bank shot. Not sure if he can leave the cue ball there. Didn't leave anything easy. So, where in most of the match Valerian was a little bit maybe the more composed player, I feel like Yaroslav has taken over that position. thinking a little bit more clear. Wow, this is a very, very big shot on the 4. I think if he plays it harder with topspin, especially with the new cloth, he can go into the back. But watch out. Great, great effort. With a good result on the 7. Wow, little misjudgment there. Still has the 5 in the corner, I think. So now it's just about surviving. Just accept what you get, make the most of it. How about that? Great recovery shot. So 10 balls on the table, 10 balls needed. So that means he doesn't need to leave any kind of break ball. I even would like to recommend not to leave any kind of break ball, because Valerian does need one. So did he leave himself snookered behind the 2? If so, is there a combination on the 1? Tough to see. And also the 8 being in the way.
Extension.
And then not being the tallest. The referee will watch this closely probably. So what a nail biter. Going all the way to maybe a deciding wreck. So he does not like the 2. Maybe because it's gonna be close to the side pocket with the cue ball. Went all in on the 12. So still 8 balls on the table, 8 balls needed.
No, 6.
Oh, I like that choice. Confidence.
9.
Shows confidence. Still thinking clear. Didn't want to shoot the 2 going into the 15, taking a risk maybe. Took on a little bit longer pot. So
8.
those last 6 balls for a place in the last 32. So I think if he looks back, he would have liked to go for the 14 earlier, I think. So this is a key shot. Oh, it just went in. as maybe the 14, what I said earlier, is blocked by the 1 ball. But this is not over. Wow. How good did he hit that? So calm yourself. 3 balls needed. Don't need to leave any kind of break ball. Stop shot on the 15. And believe me, at this moment, this side pocket is gonna look very, very small for him. Wow. Of course, sorry, there was a mistake from my side. Of course, he didn't need a stop shot. I was totally caught up in the moment there. But luckily for Jaroslav, he wasn't. Of course, the ball did respot. Played a very clever position. So he knows it. This ball for a place in the last 32 for a 75-62 win over Valerian Zachhuber. And there he goes. And there you see the fist. Wow, what a match. They both fought really hard. Well, thank you all for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to subscribe to the ProBilliardTV channel and stay tuned for a lot of more pool to come this whole week, but especially today. So stay tuned and you can watch both of the stream tables. My name is Pascal de Smit. Thank you for watching, and this is it for now. See you soon.